Hey Libra, welcome to June 2020. I'm looking into the energies for the astrological sign of Libra. That includes those of you who could be Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. Cross watchers, some of the messages that come through could possibly be for a cross watcher, but I'm asking for these energies for Libra for June 2020. So welcome Libra. Hopefully you are doing well. And I've went ahead and pulled the overall energy from the Good Tarot, Collect, Bear, and Read. And we have, the first card out was Three of Earth. I'm sorry, Three of Air. Three of Air is about heartbreak, grief. And you can see in this card, she has her back turned toward the little birds there. So there could be a message that you are not responding to, maybe, or maybe someone wants to talk to you and you have your back turned to them because you are heartbroken or you are trying to maybe overcome heartbreak. It also, with Venus retrograde, it could be that you're feeling past heartbreak, you're feeling through it again. Maybe there was a lesson there, and Saturn is here to say, have you learned your lesson? And Venus is here to say, you need to look at this pattern in relationships. Could be for some of you, okay? Then we have, the next card out was the High Priestess. The High Priestess is Pisces, so you could be dealing with the sign of Pisces, but you don't have to be. The energy with the High Priestess, and this is probably you, Libra. If it's not, it's the person that you're dealing with, because this is a soul connection reading, soulmate reading. The person that you're connecting with could be very intuitive. I feel this is you, and I'm going to read this as being you, Libra. The High Priestess, she sits between two worlds, our physical 3D world and the spiritual world, okay? But she holds secrets, meaning she doesn't talk about the things that she knows, the things that she's shown, right, by God. She keeps that to herself. So you could be keeping something to yourself regarding this connection. Maybe you're keeping it between you and this other person only and not sharing it with family and friends. Or it could be that you're keeping something from the person that's in this reading, which I haven't got the tarot out yet, so I don't know. It could just be things that, spiritual things that you're keeping to yourself until you have a better understanding, or until certain things play out, because there is a lot going on in the world right now, and this would be a spiritual connection reading. So you're going to have to take the messages that come out today as it resonates and apply it to that part of your life that you resonate with that message, because it's a general collective reading. So I can only see the energies, and then my guides sometimes give me channeled information for particular people. But overall, this is the energies here. The Three of Air, reflecting or revisiting some type of past heartbreak is what I'm feeling with that card. It could be recent heartbreak. I'm not going to discount that, Libra. Like I said, it's going to be different for every one of you. But the energy is here of this person with their back towards whatever this heartbreak is, ready to move on from it and move past it. But something could be said there. There may be unfinished business here, and you need to turn around and let these little birds here that God sent give you the message. Something that you're not seeing. I'm just feeling that strongly for some one of you, right? Okay, and the last card from the Good Tarot that was pulled for the overall energy is Seven of Earth. It's different in this deck, and I will read it from the book, okay? But typically, Seven of Earth in Tarot is about investing, investing time, investing energy. Maybe you are looking to someone to invest in your idea, okay, or your art, whatever that may be. Maybe you need someone to invest in you for the long haul romantically. It just depends. Because it's a soulmate reading, I don't always know. It can be different for each of you. Most of the time, yes, it's romantic, but not always. So it can be family, friends, whatever. This is a connection. That's a spiritual connection between you and another person. Okay? So 7 of Earth. And the Good Tarot, let's see what it has to say. Because it differs from deck to deck, from the Rider-Waite, the original sometimes. So in this deck, 7 of Earth says it's opening to a new strategy, being at a crossroads, a decision to be made. So yeah, it's totally different from the original tarot meaning. In this deck here, it's opening to a new strategy, being at a crossroads, a decision to be made. Wow, I didn't see it that way at all. So let me just go by intuitively what I'm feeling. You may be at a crossroads as to where you want to invest your time, your energy, your love, your money, something, okay? But it says, as I reflect on my progress to date and see where I stand, I contemplate whether I want to continue singing the same song or change my tune. I'm always free to go back to and reimagine what I might co-create. If what I manifested does not serve me as I thought it might, I don't have to be afraid to admit it's no longer for me. Whatever I choose to do, I'm not afraid to start over, for I feel assured that Spirit will always support my highest good. So this is you knowing that a choice has to be made, whether you're going to continue in the way you always have or choose to open to some type of new strategy or approach something differently. It says, I'm always free to go back and reimagine what I might co-create. Reflecting on my progress to date and see where I stand. Oh, okay. I see. So this person may be trying to reflect on the progress, how this relationship or this connection has progressed to see where they stand with you, Libra, or vice versa, okay? It could be you that is not sure where you stand with another person. Interesting. But you're not speaking about it, or they're not speaking it to you, because the High Priestess is quiet. She doesn't tell what she knows. She doesn't give her thoughts to anyone. She knows what she knows, basically, right? So there's heartbreak here. You have experienced heartbreak, and you have turned your back on this person. And this person is looking over at you. See how he's looking over at her? How I had them positioned. And he's seeing the heartbreak that he caused for you. And of course, don't get caught up on genders. It's he, she. I'll just say he because he's a guy in the card. It's a general reading. But he sees you. He sees the heartbreak that he caused you. And he's wondering where he stands with you now, you know. Obviously, you're not speaking to him because I have the High Priestess card. So now everything's kind of giving me an idea, which is why I pull the overall energy. So I have an idea of where we're going with this before I pull the tarot. Okay, so I have pulled from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck from Colette Baron Reed 3 cards for you today, Libra. You have number 6, the Blade. The angel number 6, it's about balance. Okay, Libra, you are always striving for balance. People get it misunderstood. They think that Libra is always balanced. Yes, we do have the tools available from Spirit to balance ourselves, to balance other people, to balance situations. But it's just mainly that we're always striving to have balance. It doesn't mean that we don't get out of balance, right? So number 6, the Blade. The Blade is kind of about you need to cut something out of your life. Some toxic thing or person or situation needs to go. It could be a toxic way of thinking, okay? Keep in mind, there are a lot of retrogrades going on right now. Retrogrades are a time for us to reflect, to see where we have progressed spiritually, what lessons we have learned in this life in regards to relationships, in regards to money, spiritual things, who we are, right? So we have 5 of those going on in the month of June of major planets, and you're going to see that a lot of the energy that comes through are directly related to those planets being retrograde at this time. Then we have fire. It's number 19, which would be a 10. So that speaks to something ending for those of you that resonates. Now, fire to me, when I look at this card, I'm reminded that fire refines us, right? It has the capability to transform us inside out completely, refining us to our better version of ourselves. However, I also see Mars, okay? And Mars has had some aspects lately that has triggered things. I also am reminded that this lunar eclipse coming up in 3 days on the 5th of June, eclipse energy lasts 6 months, right? So it's bringing provocation, it's bringing jealousy, it's bringing things to the surface so that it can be healed. So be careful of temper, okay? You're an air sign, Libra, even though you try to please and make sure everyone is happy and that you handle things for everyone's highest good. There are times when you have just had it, and sometimes we blow up and we lose our temper. So you want to really temper yourself right now, temperance, and keep in mind that just because you're provoked, yes, you stand up for yourself, but you want to do it in a dignified way. When people are disrespected by our words, I'm a Libra too, so I can say this. We don't always get the best results. So with this being a soul connection, you want to handle it in the right way, right? Do unto others, Libra. Then we have, I love this card in this deck, number 11, the Council. Those of you who are twin flames, that's a twin flame number. And some of you have other missions that you see 11s a lot throughout your life. The Council in this deck is those that will kind of review our life, right? The Akashic Records, the Book of Life, however you believe. Every one of us, every word, every deed, every decision we make is written in a book, okay? It's a spiritual book. It keeps up with every lifetime of an entity, a soul. So this would be the council after each life that reviews that life, your decisions, and where you are spiritually, right? From the choices you've made in life. So that's even another big reason for me as a Libra to say, whoever this person is, and we'll get the tarot out and try to figure out who that is if you don't already know. But whoever this person is, you want to handle them in the right way, okay? I'm going to read from the book just a little bit to give you an idea. So the blade, the message says, the blade represents sharpness of mind, body, and spirit. Pointing upward, it summons power of heaven. When aimed down to the ground, it anchors the power of heavens on earth. The blade can be a healing tool or a weapon. Wield it wisely and it will transmit power, bestow initiations, cut energetic cords from the past, or sever toxic relationships. Use it with anger, it will slash, it will stab, and it will kill. The invitation says you're invited to draw your blade and use it. It is not auspicious to hesitate, to waste time in idle talk, or hide from the inevitable. Heaven and earth are aligned to support you in claiming your power. So take decisive action, overcome your fear of hurting others, unsheath the blade and use it wisely. Okay, and then the medicine here says that you will be faced with an even more disagreeable future with people or situations that you're attempting to banish from your life if you just cut them out. Now, I think that's for this reading because this is a serious connection. This is a spiritual connection. Just like my channel is named Spiritual Connections, I take it very seriously, and I know that you take this connection very seriously, Libra. So you want to make sure that before you wield this sword and cut a person out of your life, that you're not just doing it because you're being triggered. This was actually in Gemini's reading, and they're a fellow air sign, so this could be an energy for all air signs. I'm not sure. I haven't done Aquarius yet. But it does invite you to draw your blade and use it. And it's saying that heaven and earth are aligned to support you in claiming your power once you take decisive action. This is about overcoming your fear of hurting others and using your blade to cut out anything that doesn't serve your life. I truly feel that's the message here for most of you. Not to necessarily cut out this person, but take it as you will. I'm just here to give you the energies. You have to do with it what your free will choice is, okay? Again, fire is transforming your life at this time. Fire is also can be a warning that you want to temper your emotions, not reveal everything. Also, to everyone right now, Libra, some things you might want to keep to yourself, because with these eclipses, things are going to change, okay? A lot of things are happening. So the Council is a beautiful card. It is number 11. And I'm just going to read the invitation here, okay? It says, the Council has a message for you. Listen with your inner senses. The handwriting is already on the wall, so look about you and you will discern its meaning. Do not wait for further signs. Embark on the journey to love deeply, forgive sincerely, and dare greatly. Take the leap without requiring life to assure you of success. Now the medicine tells you are never alone. Turn to the Council to find the guidance you seek and listen to the voice that arises spontaneously. Turn a deaf ear to that nagging voice from your ego that tells you you are not up for the task before you. Okay, so basically you're creating, every time you meditate or pray, you are co-creating with spirit, okay? This is a reminder that you need to continue to do that. But it's a huge message to listen to your inner knowing, okay? You also have this card, the Major Arcana High Priestess from the tarot, the Good Tarot deck, as your overall energy, saying that listen to your inner knowing, okay? This is your intuition talking to you. So, with that being said, I'm going to read fire just because I feel it's important. I know I've already told you what it means here, but sometimes it'll say it in the book and you'll just really get it, right? So fire says, fire consumes anything that it touches. The flames remind us of the impermanent nature of reality and how situations can quickly transform into beauty or chaos. Fire is passion, and its dancing flames invite us to reach the sky. Warmth and light are heavenly, yet too much heat can scorch us. To step into the energy of fire is to be utterly transformed, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. The invitation says, warm your hands and your heart by your inner fire. Let it burn away your hardships. Let it consume your pain and your sorrow. Has life become too cold, too rigid, too superficial? Light a candle or make a bonfire and toss into the flames everything that has become stiff and painful. Give it all to the fire for rapid transformation and set your life on fire. So that's an important message coming to you. Around the time of the full moon, I always write down things that I want to release. Things that, like, such as grief or negative thoughts or things like that, and then toss it into a fire to burn it. I usually use a candle, honestly, but and burn it with the candle and let it burn. And that's my full moon ritual, and it works. It really does. So maybe that's something you need to do. Whatever the situation is for you, maybe you should write it down. Whatever is hindering you, bothering you, hurting you, grieving you with this 3 of air. Be very careful not to write a person down, because they may, never return to your life again. It's very much a real thing. So, I'm not saying do that. I'm saying whatever is grieving you, go deep within. It's not that person necessarily. What they did to you may have been terrible and harmful to you, but it's typically something they have triggered, that's a deeper issue within yourself that is rising to the surface by whatever this person did, whether it's abandonment, whether it's jealousy, the person may have cheated on you or you think they have, whatever. It's a deeper issue than just that person, right? And that's the kind of thing that you want to write down and burn. I do it on the night of the full moon, but the energy is there to support it a couple of days before and after. Again, this moon is a lunar eclipse, so that energy is going to play out sometimes for 6 months. Okay, so let's get the tarot out. I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot today for your reading, Libra. I don't think I've used this for Libra yet. It's a beautiful deck, though. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Archangels of Light, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors. Ooh, goodness gracious. Here we go. Here we go. They're falling out everywhere. Okay, let's go ahead and get the rest of the cards on the table. We'll just go over them. So far, we have the Tower. The Tower is the first card out, Libra. Big eclipse energy, right? Something's being eclipsed out. Then we have the Eight of Cups. This card is about walking away emotionally, or it could be walking away from something or someone for good, you know, permanent walking away. But I see it as walking away emotionally from something you just cannot grieve over any longer. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. This is a card of holding on tightly to something or someone. Someone may be holding on tightly to you. You may be holding on tightly to disappointment and grief. I'm not sure. We'll have to get deeper in this for me to see. Then we have the Seven of Cups. It came out in reverse, okay? So you're coming out of confusion. You're coming out of illusion, and that's good. Seven of Cups is also Pisces. The High Priestess is Pisces. The Tower is Aries or Scorpio energy, so you could be doing with a Scorpio, Aries, or Pisces. Could be dealing with a Cancer, because the next card out for this row is the Major Arcana for Cancer, the Chariot. It's a card about success, but you can see that there are two paths here that you can take. It can be about transportation. Mercury is going retrograde. This could be as simple as something could be going on with your car and you need to get it serviced. I don't know, but as we get going and pull more cards, I'll see the story better. Show me clearly, Father. Show me clearly, Spirit. Okay, card of Virgo. So you can have Virgo in your chart. If so, you're going within about something. You're really contemplating, trying to soul search and get an answer about whatever this problem is with this tower and why it happened. This is a soul connection reading, and you have the Two of Swords. This is that head over heart decision that has to be made. You don't want to have to make the decision, but you have to choose, okay? You have to choose what path it is that you're going to take. What path will result in your growth and your success is what I'm feeling. What else do we have for Libra? Show me 3 more cards. Spirit for Libra. I feel like, honestly, somebody does not want to let you go here. Yeah, Four of Cups. Four of Cups is about disappointment. You see that big hand God is trying to give either you or someone else? I feel that it might be you. Whoever this is, it's like they're so disappointed by what has happened up to this point. They're not seeing that God has better for them, Libra. God has better for you. You're not seeing it. You're staying, you're choosing to, maybe you're not choosing, maybe that's not a good word, but you do have free will to accept this cup, okay? So if something's being offered to you, it's something very big with that hand of God coming down with that cup. But the man that's sitting under the tree, he's like, his eyes are closed. He's not seeing it. Maybe you're not seeing it. But I feel like you're just not seeing it clearly, not seeing the blessing that it could be, right? Okay, and then we have we have a repeating card. We have the last two cards are the Knight of Cups and the High Priestess. Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. High Priestess is Pisces. So big water energy here. If you're not dealing with a Pisces, you're definitely dealing with a Cancer or a Scorpio. For those of you that resonate with this reading, I believe. Or Aries, could be Aries. I don't know, though. It's hard to say. The bottom of the deck is the Strength card, so a Leo could be involved in this situation. Strength is the major arcana for Leo, but it seems that these two are headed out on some type of spiritual journey, okay? She has the beast tamed, and they are both looking in amazement towards something. And I just feel that they see their path. They see that they are going on this journey together. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so we start off pretty rough here with the Tower. The Tower is about something that has to come down, okay? Somewhere we made a wrong choice, a wrong move, or we didn't handle something correctly. And the foundation was not built properly. So God has to intervene, okay? You can see the lightning striking the tower. And the man is falling from the tower by himself. So you or the person you're dealing with has a tower. It's in the first position, so it's probably something that has already happened, but it does not have to be because this reading is for the entire month of June, okay? Then we have the Eight of Cups. This person is by the light of the moon, taking off on a different journey, trying to unattach themselves, I feel like, with this card. Trying to become not so emotionally attached to where they are because they know that they're going to have to pick up and move very soon. That's interesting. Oh, but you want to hold on, or somebody, I feel, wants to hold on to you, Libra. They don't want to let you go. They are not secure within themselves to know that this is something that you have to do, right? They want to hold on to you, and you have a path that you have to take. It may not be forever, but you do have somewhere that God needs for you to be at this point. Could be a new job. You could be moving house. It could just be a new spiritual journey into something. Say you do tarot cards and you decide that you want to do Reiki, okay? It could be as simple as that. It doesn't have to be that you're just walking away from your whole life, but it could be that because we do have 3 eclipses back to back coming up. So, who knows? This is coming out of confusion, coming out of illusion. You felt at one time that you had too many choices to make, too many changes, too many options. Libra, we don't like to have too many options, okay? Because we have to think about everything. We have to think about how it's going to affect everybody. And you're coming out of that now because now you realize you can't always consider how something's going to affect everybody else and leave yourself out of the equation. There are some things that are fated for you to experience and only you, okay? It's not always going to be the people that want to hold on to us tightly that have the say. God has the final say. That's why this tower is coming down. And that's why it was struck by lightning, because God struck it. He said, this can't stand. It's a faulty foundation. I have something better for Libra. Libra is the only one falling out of the tower, and it's time to go. And I can't even say that Libra is the one falling out of the tower. I feel like this person is the one falling out of the tower because of the fact that they have to lose their grip on you a little bit, okay? You need the freedom to move about. You need to be free to do whatever this spiritual work or spiritual mission is, or new path that you're taking. It could be a new career for some of you because of that. Pentacles is about work and money. So you do have a new path. You are going to be successful, okay? You are going to be successful because you have an inner knowing. You know within yourself, Libra, what choice is the right choice for you at this time, okay? It's just that you're having to let go of that need to do for everyone else. Okay, you're having to look at, just like the Blade said, you cannot always choose what is best for everyone else. You have to choose what is best for Libra at this time, or what you're called to do. Okay, so you go within with the Hermit and you get that answer. The Hermit gets the answer. They go soul searching to find the answer to what to do. You make the decision. Okay, you take the blindfold off. Sometimes you may have to make the decision without all of the information. That's why she's blindfolded, and that's okay because Spirit has your back. But you have to get a new perspective. You have to come out of any depression or any feelings of lack that you have. A lack consciousness is not going to bring in this gift, okay? Then you have this Knight of Cups and the High Priestess. This Knight of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, yet again. The energy of this person is somebody who really wants to romance you. They're not ready to commit to you fully yet, but they definitely know that you are the one, okay? Because this is them, this is you as the High Priestess, but they are also, I cannot talk because Mercury retrograde shadow, I guess. They also have an inner knowing and they know that you're the one, okay? So Libra, wherever this journey takes you, this person knows that you'll come back to them. They know you're their life partner. They know you're the one. If it's not romantic, then they know that you're the one that is to journey with them in some way or do this spiritual thing with them in some way. Oh, we're already at 30 minutes and I'm not even done. Okay, I've got to pull the overall outcome before this cuts off and makes a second video. So let's go ahead and pull the overall outcome using the Twin Flame Tarot. Show me, Spirit, how this will play out for Libra. Okay, so this is a soulmate. This is a past life soulmate. Could be someone from your past, okay? You're telling them, hey, I'm moving on. I have to. Like, it's a have to situation. I have to move on emotionally from the past or from this person. Okay. Oh, Lordy. It's stressing me out. I'm a Libra too. Shoot, I didn't know I was moving on. But, you know, like I said, let it play out because the eclipse hasn't come yet. If this is, you're feeling like this is totally not my reading, it very well could be, okay? Check your moon, rising signs as well, and Venus sign to get the full picture. Independence, 9 of Earth. Somebody is taking off on their own. It doesn't feel like it's for good, but I mean that card is for good, okay? But I feel like you're moving on permanently from that feeling of not being able to do it. That codependency that held you with this person. You're moving on from that, right? I think you and this person can get it right if that's what you want to do. But for the moment, it looks like you have a calling on your life, and you've got to answer that. Yep, there's that King of Cups. He's very much in his emotions. He is in love with you, and he may tell you that. He may try to stop you, okay? And this would be wish fulfillment for this person to admit their feelings for you. It would be like a wish that you made, an old wish coming true. The thing you have to ask yourself, Libra, is what do I need to do? What's best for me? Okay? All right. And then the bottom of the deck, waiting. Waiting for your ships to come in. Whatever's coming for you, there's the opportunity, Libra. It's an opportunity for you. Something that you have wanted for your